Welcome back to the Fritz's Pharmacy Spartan Countdown. We're talking to Greenbrier East head basketball coach Bimbo Coles. And Coach, tonight the Spartans open up play in the Jerry Bradley Memorial Christmas Tournament. And before we talk about the game, I know that you and Jerry had a good relationship, and you were an assistant with him for a while. And just kind of talk about some of your memories of working with him.
Well, I know that the thing about Coach Bradley was that he loved Greenbrier East High School. You know, he bled green and gold, and he was, you know, regardless of what people thought, he had Greenbrier East kids in mind. You know, he had their best interests. He was here. He's worked hard for them. You know, Jerry knew the game of basketball, and he loved the game of basketball and was very, very passionate about it. So I was very, very lucky to be able to coach with Coach Bradley for 2 years. And, you know, I'm glad we're doing this tournament. You know, he will always be missed. He will always be thought of as a, you know, a Greenbrier East Spartan, just a great man.
Looking ahead down to the game tonight against Scott. I know your team's playing their second game in 3 nights. It'll be 3 out of 4 nights after tomorrow's game. What do you know about the Skyhawks?
I don't really know anything about them, and I really don't care to know anything about them. Right now, I'm focused on our team and getting our guys to play the way we need to play every single night for 32 minutes. And I keep going back to it. Is, guys, I don't really care about, I'm not worried about the other team. I'm worrying about us. We need to take care of us and do the things that we do well. And if we do that, I think we can play with anybody. You know, we hung in there with Beckley for a little while. We hung in there, well, you know, Hurricane. We were up 21 points. We hung in there with South Charleston for a quarter. Now it's about us putting together 32 minutes and going out and playing the way we're capable of playing. And my point with the kids is that they don't understand that I believe in them, each and every last one of them. And now it's time for them to start to believe in their own abilities and what we're trying to do. And once we get there, we'll be a pretty darn good basketball team.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll talk to you on Saturday.
All right. Thank you.
This is the Fritz's Pharmacy Spartan Countdown. Back inside the Greenbrier East Spartan Gym in Fairleigh tonight. The boys' semifinal here taking place between Greenbrier East and the Scott Skyhawks. The winner of this game will take on the University Hawks from Morgantown in the championship game coming up on Saturday afternoon here from the Spartan Gym in Fairleigh. It's time now to meet the lineups, and for that, let's send it over to our public address announcer, Gary Aid.
Happy holidays, everybody, and welcome to Greenbrier High School and the Jerry Bradley Memorial Christmas Tournament. This game features the Scott Skyhawks and the Greenbrier Spartans. The winner will play tomorrow evening at 5:30 in the boys' championship game, while the team that loses will play in the consolation game at 1:30. It's time now to meet the team's starting lineup, and we'll begin with the Scott Skyhawks. Under the direction of head coach Steve McComas, please welcome our fine junior number 1, Nathan Coon. 5'9" sophomore number 3, Jonathan Hamilton. 6'2" sophomore number 11, Jagger Bell. 6' junior number 25, Cole Moore. And please welcome the 6'3" junior number 34, Hunter Atkins. That's the starting lineup for the Scott Skyhawks. No retreat. No surrender. That spot. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight. Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender. Spartans, prepare for glory. 5'11" senior, number 22, Bryson Penn. 6'5" senior, number 23, Tyler Perry. 6'1" junior, number 0, Zion Jeter. A 6'5" junior, number 3, Roselle Godfrey. 6'1" senior, number 34, Logan Taylor. 6'4" senior, number 2, Nathan Lemons. Now we go to the starting lineup for the Spartans. A 6'1" freshman, number 12, Bailey Coles. 6'1" sophomore, number 5, Tyler Young. A 6' junior, number 4, Corey Beswick. 5'8" freshman, number 1, Clay Jackson. And we go to the 6' sophomore, number 20, Hunter Baker. That's the starting lineup for the Greenbrier Spartans. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Set to take on the Scott Skyhawks here tonight in Fairleigh. And Casey, we've got, for the first time now in game number 5, we've got a lineup change for Bimbo Cole's teams. He has totally switched up some things here. So, got some younger guys here tonight in this lineup.
Yeah, I think he's not happy with the effort he's been getting from some of his upperclassmen and starters the last few games. So he decided to move some guys up from JV and give these guys some minutes and see if he can kind of send a message to the guys on the bench, former starters, see if he can get them to pick up their play. Got to think these guys are going to be nervous for East.
And the tap is controlled deep in the backcourt by the Scott Skyhawks wearing their traveling black uniforms. Scott across the chest in gold with a gold numeral trimmed in white. Greenbrier East in a new uniform tonight, a second set of home whites. And we got a tie-up down on the right-hand side for the Scott Skyhawks on offense. Possession now flips back over to Greenbrier East.
Good quick hands that time by Hunter Baker, tying up the Scott player with the ball. I think the Scott guy was trying to make a move before he could do any kind of crossover. Baker was on him and got the ball tied up.
Here's Bailey Coles with his first action in a varsity uniform for Greenbrier East. Down low, they'll work it inside to Tyler Young, and in there we've got an offensive foul called against Tyler Young. Turnover gives it back to the Scott Skyhawks. No score. We played almost 30 seconds in Fairleigh.
Young with a charge that time on the baseline. Be his first foul, team number 1.
So the Spartans now with some full court pressure. Scott gets it across the timeline finally. And they'll work it down in the right corner to Hamilton. Hamilton sends it out front. Here's a steal now by Beswick. Beswick drives down the other end, lays it off the left hand and scores. Corey Beswick gives East the early 2-0 lead. We played 45 seconds at the Spartan Gym. Scott now works it around up top. Here's Hamilton. Sends a pass over on the right side to Kuhn. Kuhn will put it down and draw a foul on East. That'll be the second team foul against the Spartans. This one goes on Hunter Baker.
It'll be his first. Just got beat off the dribble that time by the Scott player. Stuck his leg out as he's trying to move, and Baker tripped the guy for Scott.
And down inside, we got a turnover as Hamilton stepped on the baseline. It will turn back over to the Scott Skyhawks.
That was a nice job defensively by Clay Jackson for the Spartans, forcing Kuhn for Scott out of bounds as he drove baseline.
Here's Clay Jackson, gives it over to Bailey Coles. Coles down the right side, sends it over to the wing. Here's a Beswick three, it's up, too strong, rebound cleared by Cole Moore. Back the other way comes the Scott Skyhawks, down 2-0 here at East. They'll whip the pass over on the left wing. Hamilton open three, puts it up and in. Scott leads the Spartans by 1. 90 seconds gone by in this opening quarter. Here's Coles in the backcourt, sends the pass over to Clay Jackson. Jackson retrieves the pass that bounced off a Scott Skyhawk. They'll get it in the corner to Baker, back out to Beswick. Over to Baker, down inside to Young. Young post up in the lane, sends it out to Coles. Coles along two inside the line, shot rattles out. Rebound underneath to Tyler Young. He'll put it back up, shot won't fall, rebound to Scott. 2 minutes gone by, the Scott Skyhawks lead it here 3-2. In the right side, three ball put up on the corner by Hamilton is no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Spartan basketball. Scott back defensively. Here's Beswick on the right side. He stumbled and traveled. It'll turn over now to the Skyhawks. Up the floor comes Scott. They'll work it down on the left side. Onto the wing. This is going to be Cole Moore. Ball knocked away out near half court. It's loose now in the backcourt, picked up by Scott. Hamilton with it. Sends a bounce pass over on the left side. Driving in the lane, dumping it off inside. Shot missed by Kuhn. Rebound to East. Now Beswick's pass. Stolen back. Here's Hunter Atkins. He'll drive, shoot, and score. Scott leads it 5-2.
Beswick kind of telegraphed that pass, Jeff. Went for the baseball pass, and unfortunately for him, Atkins too tall, hit Atkins right in the hands with it.
We got a timeout taken by Greenbrier East. 4:57 to go, first quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. Scott leads it 5-2, and the Spartans set to inbound. And Bimbo Coles goes to the bench and brings 5 players in that have not played yet. Several of them, 4 of them are normal starters. 3 of them are normal starters. Here's Jeter with it now, gives it over to Persinger. Persinger works it down on the right wing. Sends a pass out front to Bryson Penn. On the floor for East, it is Jeter, Penn, Rozelle Godfrey, Nathan Lemons, and Devin Persinger. Here's Lemons from the foul line, fires it up, shot too strong, rebound comes down. Jeter goes back up, can't get it to fall, Scott pulls it in. Scott with a rebound, long pass down the floor, goes over to Jonathan Hamilton, drives in the lane, puts it up, shot is no good. Rebound tipped up, it's going to be out of bounds to Scott. Under 4:20 left in this first quarter. Scott will inbound, leading 5-2. And they'll work it underneath. Here's a reverse layup down underneath by Jagger Bell, and it's 7-2 Scott.
Breakdown defensive, Jeff, on the inbounds pass that time, allowing Scott to get a player in position to go for the easy layup.
Persinger, right wing, fires the three. That one's too strong. Rebound to Scott. One pass, one shot, and a miss, and here come the Skyhawks down the floor. Hamilton dumps it off in the lane to Bell. We got a travel call in the lane. It'll turn back over to East. Spartans down by 5. Here's Penn across the timeline, gives it over to Godfrey in the left corner. Out to Lemons, down low, Persinger puts it up, shot too strong, rebound tipped up by Jeter, it's no good. Rozelle had a chance, has stripped out of bounds. It'll be Spartan basketball. Now Cole Moore will check back in for Scott. He'll get Jonathan Hamilton. Lemons looks to get it in, finds Jeter. Out top it goes to Penn, left side for Persinger. In the corner, a three ball put up by Lemons is good. Nathan Lemons from the left corner stops that 7-0 run for the Scott Skyhawks. The lead cut down to 2. Scott drives in the lane. Ball knocked around. Picked up in the corner now. Goes over to Jagger Bell. Sends it out front. Left side to Kuhn. Kuhn in the corner. 3 ball by Cole Moore is good. Scott leads it 10-5. Down to 3:05 to go in the first ball. Strolling in the backcourt. It's going to go out of bounds. Hustling effort by Scott. And the Skyhawks getting after it defensively. Almost came away with a steal.
Cole Moore that time laying out for Scott to knock the ball into the front court. And Isaac Miller did all he could to run that down. Unfortunately for him, he ran into the stage before he could find the ball. You got to like the hustle that time by those 2 Scott players. Now we'll see Bailey Coles checking back in for the Spartans.
Inbound comes in for the Spartans. He'll work it down inside. Godfrey is going to be fouled underneath. Maybe a floor foul on the Skyhawks.
That foul will go on Jonathan Hamilton for Scott. That'll be his first team foul, number 1.
It is a floor foul. Inbound 3 ball. Coles right wing. Air ball. Rebound put up and in by Lemons. 10-7. Lemons now with 5 in a row. Back come the Skyhawks offensively. They'll work it over the right side. Here's a 3 ball by Moore. It's too strong. Rebound comes down in the lane. It's fought for. Controlled by Scott. They'll work it over the elbow. Bounce pass right side in the corner to Adkins. Out front for 3 balls up and in by Nathan Kuhn, and it's 13-7. Scott leads by 6.
Scott making a living on the perimeter. 3 of 6 from the 3-point line right now.
Scott back defensively. Jeter will drive in. Shot no good. Gets his rebound. Post up. Can't get it to fall. Scott pulls in the rebound.
A lot of body on that shot against Jeter.
Here's Kuhn. Gives it over in the corner for another 3. Misfired by Hamilton. Rebound comes to Lemons, and he wants to run. Lemons takes it all the way. Puts it up, and it's going to be out of bounds. I don't see a foul call. Just a whistle blown. It'll turn over to Scott.
Lemons got twisted around on that shot like he was fouled. I mean, kind of rare in high school when you go in for a layup and there's contact. There's not a foul one way or the other.
Right.
And that was a layup shot that didn't even hit the backboard, Jeff.
Here's Scott. They'll work it down inside. Count the basket and a foul on Bailey Coles. Chance for the 3-point play for the Scott Skyhawks. And they lead it now 15-7. Basket counts for Jagger Bell.
Just a good strong move to the basket by Bell that time. Beat Bailey Coles back. Coles in a trail position trying to block the shot. Inadvertent buzzer there. Already handed Bell the ball to shoot the free throw.
Shot is up and in. It is 16-7, a 9-point lead for the Scott Skyhawks from Boone County.
Really what we're seeing, Jeff, from this Scott team right now is just outstanding hustle. I mean, they're doing things right now just on hustle alone and effort.
Lemons cross timeline to Beswick, who just lost it out of bounds.
Went to dribble and hit his knee. 5 turnovers now here in the first quarter for the Spartans. And we've seen all season, Jeff, that turnovers have been an issue for this team.
Scott in the backcourt. They get it across timeline now for Kuhn. Kuhn dribbles down the left side, gives it off in the corner now to Cole Moore. Moore, double team, sends a pass over. Ball loose in the paint, picked up by Scott. Base pass, baseline bounce pass goes over to Dingus. Back on the right side to Cooper. Here's a long 2 by Moore. It's good. Cole Moore gives Scott an 11-point lead at 18-7 with 1:03 to go in his first quarter.
Cole Moore was a long, slow windup, but he's been accurate so far.
In the corner of Beswick, 3, and he answers. Corey Beswick makes it 18-10.
Now we got a baseball pass the other end.
And they'll put it up, down low, and score again. That is Scott's Caleb Dingus. 20-10.
Some communication issues that time. Greenbrier East trying to use full court pressure, Jeff. Nobody got back defensively to the front court.
Here's Lemons, works it inside, and we got a travel call. And the reason it was a travel is because Tyler Perry got drilled on the play. That's what caused his foot to move.
It caused both feet to move because he was getting pushed.
Here comes Scott. They'll work it down low in the lane. Ball knocked away by Bailey Coles. Rebound pulled in by Lemons. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. East down by 10. Here's Beswick. Drives the baseline. The floater is off the glass and in. 20-12. Down to 10 seconds to go in the first. Here's Kuhn up the floor, guarded by Coles. Bounce passes in the front court for Toller. Right side for Bell. Bell drives, fires at the buzzer. It's no good. After one, it's Scott 20, East 12.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening. All over this land. I'd hammer out danger. I'd hammer out a warning. I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
After one, it's Greenbrier East trailing Scott 20-12, and at halftime we'll talk with East Wrestling coach Brian Millick as his team is off to another great start here tonight. And we got a turnover here. It'll go back over to East there. Here comes East up the floor, down by 8. Bailey Coles with it, works down inside, leans in, shot too strong, rebound comes down to Scott, taken by Coles, and he'll have it knocked away again. It's down loose in the lane. They'll call it out of bounds. It'll be Scott basketball.
Coles with two good looks that time, just unfortunate, not able to get the shot off or get the shot in over top of the Scott defender.
Here's a left wing three put up on the side by Scott Atkins. No good. The rebound comes out long, and we got a foul called here on Coles.
That'll be his second. Team foul number 4. Bryson Penn will now check in for the Spartans. Coles will step out.
So Scott will inbound with an 8-point lead. Down in the corner, ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, but it's off of East.
Good hustle that time by Jeter for the Spartans. Getting up defensively in the grill of Jonathan Hamilton. Knocking the ball out of bounds. Possession will stay with Scott.
So the Skyhawks work it down into the corner and throw it away. It'll turn back over to Greenbrier East, with the Spartans down by 8 points.
Now we're seeing Scott little zone here, Jeff. They've been man-to-man mostly.
Scott back defensively. That ain't working right now. Here's a corner three put up. That one is misfired by Greenbrier East, and back the other way. We got a foul called on the Spartans.
That'll go on Beswick. That'll be his first team foul, number 5. Beswick, is that on?
What do you got, Casey? We're having a little technical problem here, but we'll get that worked out in a minute. Who was the foul on?
Foul was on Beswick. That'll be his first.
Here's Scott in the corner for 3. The shot rattles out. Persinger skies for the rebound. Gives it off to Penn. Penn in the front court. Down the right side over to Lemons. Baseline bounce pass underneath. Here's Jeter. Shot no good. Rebound to Atkins. Quick outlet pass. Goes over to Hamilton. Stolen by Penn. Penn through the lane. Looks for reinforcement. Sends it up top now to Lemons. Pass on the left wing. A Beswick 3. Wide open. Shot no good. Rebound to Scott. Hunter Atkins will pull it in. Bounce pass goes up to Bell, top of the key, drives in and draws a foul on East. This should be a shooting foul against the Spartans.
And that'll go on Lemons for Greenbrier East. That'll be his first, team 6th. Send Jagger Bell to the line for a pair. He's got 5 points. He's 1 of 1 at the foul line this evening. First one's good. We'll see Tyler Young check back in for the Spartans.
Second one by Bell is no good. It misses. The rebound, though, comes down to Scott. Scott leads it by 9 with the basketball. And we got a timeout called by the Skyhawks. 6:06 to go in this second quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. Scott leads at 21-12. Casey, we've seen, I've been very impressed with this Scott team. They come in with a record of 1-5 right now, but boy, they're playing hard. You can tell they're wanting to get a program victory here tonight on the road.
They are playing outstanding basketball right now. Really, it's just, like I said, Jeff, it's just effort. They're just giving outstanding effort. We got a foul call here. Let's see. And that foul will go on Lemons. That's his second on the inbounds play. Lemons with the foul. Must have grabbed somebody. Wasn't sure. Official Timmy Justice quickly made that call before the pass even came in.
Jared. And we got, we got a player from Scott with his jersey torn. And he's going to have to come out.
Looks like the old tearaway jersey, Jeff, from when we were real little watching football on TV. Hey, they're black. Just put some electrical tape on it. You know somebody's around here got some electrical tape. Patch that thing up. We're ready to go. So we'll see Hamilton go to the line. He's got 3 points this evening.
Free throw is up and good for Jacob Hamilton. 22-12. Ten-point lead for the Skyhawks of Scott. And the second one, this one comes off, no good. Rebound pulled in by Lemons. It's a 10-point lead for Scott. Here's Tyler Young, gives it out top. Here's a three by Lemons. It misfires. The rebound comes down the left side. Ball loose. Spot four controlled by the Skyhawks. Adkins and
knocked out on East.
Yep, right in front of the scorer's table down near the Scott bench.
Now,
there's Persinger now with a steal. Here come the Spartans back up the floor, down by 10. Persinger gives over to Cheater, left alone, a three ball in the air, shot no good. Rebound comes down to the Skyhawks again. Hunter Adkins, quick outlet pass, up the floor, goes over to Bell. Bell works down the right side of the floor, brings up to the foul line. Gives it off to Kuhn. Bounce pass, right wing, over to Isaac Miller, baseline, pass knocked away. Here comes Lemons. Spartans with a 2-on-2 break, tipped away from behind by Bell. And the turnover gives it back to Scott, and we got a reach-in foul called on Zion Jeter.
That'll be Jeter's first, team 8. So we'll walk to the other end of the floor and shoot 1-and-1. Okay, Jeff, going to let you know that Cole Moore is now going to be number 2 for Scott. His jersey got tore. I would have used electrical tape.
Well, okay.
I'm sure you got a roll back in your trunk somewhere there.
I know for a fact I do. Free throw put up and in by Nathan Kuhn. I've got everything else in that trunk.
You may not find it, but it's there.
23-12. Second one. No good. Rebound. Yeah, they're going to call it over the back on Hunter Adkins as he went over on Tyler Young.
That'll be his first, team second for Scott. Now we'll see Clay Jackson check in for the Spartans. Lemons out with his 2 fouls.
Okay, you got freshman, junior, and junior on the floor right now. Here's Beswick up top to Jackson. Jackson back over to Beswick, out between the circles, draws a triple team. Spartans got to find some numbers here. Over to Coles, who is going to be reached in and fouled.
It'll be a trip that time by Jagger Bell. That'll be his first, team third. Yeah, you got to think if somebody's triple teaming Beswick, Jeff, you got to have a couple guys open somewhere.
2 guys up, 1 guy in the middle, 2 guys on the baseline.
Inbound front comes in from Clay Jackson to Bailey Coles. Those are the 2 freshmen on the floor right now for East. Here's Beswick. Here's Jackson down low. A shot put up by Young. Too strong. Rebound tipped out by Jeter. Gives it over to Coles. Back open for Beswick. A 3 is good from the right wing. Corey Beswick's got 10. 23-15. Greenbrier East down by 8. Shot put up, missed by Scott. Rebound cleared by Jeter. Here come the Spartans up the floor. Beswick drives the right side, draws a double team, feeds it over to Young. His shot no good. Rebound to Scott. 4:20 to go, second quarter. Scott leads it by 8 points with the basketball. Over on the right side, here's Hamilton. Goes out front to Kuhn. Back over to Hamilton. Driving shot from the baseline is good. Hamilton scores. He's got 6 points in the game, and it's 25-15. Inside of 4 minutes to go in this first half from the Spartan gym. East works it around to Beswick. Right elbow, 15-footers up, too strong. Rebound to Young. Sends it over to Jackson. Out top to Coles. Let's go on a 3. Shot too strong. Foul called on East on the rebound. If it's Jeter, that's his second. And it is.
His second, team 9th. So once again, we'll walk to the other end, shoot a 1-on-1 situation.
Persinger and Penn will check in for East as Jeter and Young will come out.
So I'm looking at Young there, Jeff, number 5. He's got a good-looking high school beard.
That's strong, isn't it?
I mean, it's strong. That's like Bounty paper towel strong or something.
Free throw good by Scott's Colmore. An 11-point lead now, 26-15.
I mean, he should be wearing a cowboy hat riding a horse with that thing.
Second one is good. 27-15. Scott leads it by 12 points here in Fairleigh. Here's Coles over to Jackson. Pass on the left side to Beswick. Left wing to Penn. Looks down inside, and Clay Jackson is double teamed. Ball knocked away. It's stolen back by Persinger. Ball just pinballed around, picked up by Jackson. Gives it over to Beswick. Down to 3:15 to play in the first. First half, that is. Persinger over to Coles. Coles to Jackson. Bounce passes out front to Penn. Left side to Beswick. Back out to Penn. Drives in. Penetrates corner. Gives it over to Beswick. 3. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Bailey Coles. Coles spins. Sends it out to Beswick for a long 2. It's no good. Coles will rebound. Coles now for 3. Shot no good. Rebound underneath to Scott. And this pace is a little helter-skelter right now for both ball clubs. Up the floor comes Hamilton. He'll drive in, and we got a foul called against East on a block. That should be on Clay Jackson.
That'll be his first, team 10th. So a 2-shot situation here. Need 2 shots the rest of the quarter here. 2:35 to go. 10 team fouls now on the Spartans. Hamilton with 6 points. He's 1 of 2 at the foul line.
Shot no good. Second one here is good for Hamilton. He's got 7 points. All right, new score, 28-15. 2:30 left in this second quarter. He's still working around the corner for a Bailey Coles 3. It's too long. Rebound cleared by the Skyhawks, Hamilton. Hamilton up the floor. Works between the circles now over to Moore. Back on the right side to Atkins. He'll dump it inside. Stolen away by Clay Jackson. Lead pass down to Persinger. He'll drive. Shoot. Shot no good. Rebound to Penn. He'll pull it back out. Give it over to Jackson. Up to Beswick. Now to Coles in the corner to Persinger. Stands back. Let's go on a three. Shot no good. Rebound to Jagger Bell. Bell drives down the floor, and they're going to get a blocking little body foul called, I think, out front against Bryson Penn. That'll be his first.
So it'll be 2 shots here for Jagger Bell. He's got 6 points, 2 of 3 at the foul line.
Line to our right. Bell for a 2-shot double bonus. First one is up and in. 29-15.
Now we see Lemons and Hunter Baker checking back in for the Spartans. Coles and Jackson out.
Second one in the air, good. Bell makes it a 15-point Scott lead at 30-15. Down to a minute and 45 to go in his first half. Here's Lemons out to Persinger on the wing. Out front to Beswick. Beswick spins, looks, needs help, finds Penn out front. Goes over to Lemons. Back on the left side, a wing 3 put up by Beswick is no good, and Scott Skyhawks pull down a rebound to Cole Moore. Lead pass down to Bell. Gives it over to Atkins, down underneath. Shot is up and in by Scott's Jagger Bell. He's got 10 points. The lead at 17 now at 32-15 for the Scott Skyhawks. Down inside, here's a shot put up off the glass, and Lemons scores. Lemons has 7. 32-17. The other end, Scott puts it up in a foul called on East.
That's going on Lemons. If that is, that's his third, which I think it is. Yep, that'll be Nathan Lemons' third. Be 2 shots here for Cole Moore. He's got 7 points. He's 2 of 2 at the foul line.
Garrett.
And the first foul shot is up and in by Moore. Here's Taylor will come in. (33-17). Second one good for Moore. It's a 17-point lead now. Scott has doubled up Greenbrier East here in Fairleigh. Hunter Baker on the right wing has his pass stolen away, and here comes Cole Moore down the floor, driving shot, foul on Baker.
That'll be Baker's second. Send Cole Moore back line. Just hit 2 last possession. They'll go back and shoot 2 more.
And the first one is no good.
Now 13 team fouls on East, Jeff, only 3 on Scott. And I can see why Coach Coles is getting frustrated. Large discrepancy in these calls.
Second free throw good by Cole Moore. It's now 35-17. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Beswick over to Penn. Back on the right side to Taylor. Pass knocked away. Controlled here by Beswick. Drives in, gives it off to Baker. A corner 3 is up too long. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be to Scott. Down to 30 seconds to play in the half. And the ball knocked out by Baker as he comes up defensively. Scott retains. Up the floor with it again. Scott loses the ball on the floor. We got a tie-up. Possession goes to East with 22 seconds to go in the half.
Give Devin Persinger some credit for that turnover, Jeff. Outstanding hustle by him, diving on the floor to knock the ball loose, and he jumped up and ran back and tied up Cole Moore for Scott. 2 hustle plays that time from Devin Persinger.
Here's Penn with it out top. Bounce passes over to Beswick for a 3. 10 seconds left in the half. Shot no good. Baker will rebound. He'll turn, shoot no good. Scott rebounds now with 5 seconds. Up the floor to Adkins. Here's a three at the buzzer. No good by Cole Moore. And we've come to the end of the first half from the Greenbrier East Spartan Gym in Fairleigh. Semifinal game of the Jerry Bradley Memorial Christmas Tournament, and the Scott Skyhawks lead Greenbrier East 35-17. We're proud to be joined here at the break by Greenbrier East wrestling coach Brian Millick. And Millick, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again.
Well, thank you, Jeff. You've always been great to us, and I appreciate your loyalty to us and the whole Greenbrier East family.
Thank you. Before we get started, basically give me a quick recap on this year.
This year we're doing, I think we picked up right where we left off last year. Last season we had one of the record-breaking seasons. We went on, won the regional championships, first time ever in school history. We won a couple other big matches. We beat Greenbrier West for the county championship. We beat Woodrow Wilson for the Coal Country Classic, as we call it. We just had a tremendous year, sending 13 out of our 14 wrestlers to the state tournament. I was real happy, real excited, and again, what I love about it is all 5 of our seniors went on to continue their education in college.
You always seem to have some pretty good leadership on your wrestling teams.
I've been blessed with that. I really am, and this year is no different. We have 5 captains this year that are just tremendous. We have Levi Hobbs, who's a 4-time. He's just a 4-time letterman. He's 16-0 already this year. Jacob Thomas and Jacob Hefner are 2 tremendous wrestlers. They know the sport inside and out. They're 15-1, dominating. Leslie Campbell, he's a returning state place winner. He was on the national team. The kid's a big-time leader on the mat by example. He's 14 wins. And Aaron Davis is our 5th captain, and he just won his 100th match, Jeff. That's tremendous. When you have over 100 wins in high school wrestling, you're pretty big time.
How's the season been going so far? I know you've already, you're pretty much into it right now. The season's not brand new right now. You're almost getting into the meat of the schedule.
Exactly. And I think we picked up right where we left off last year. And again, let me remind you too, we do have 3 other seniors too that are big time. Drew Bachelor's been wrestling tremendous. He's got 18 wins. He leads the team. Austin Dilly, brand new kid, senior this year. We made him a good wrestler. He's 14-0. And Cameron Zobrist, who just signed with the Air Force Academy. So we have tremendous leaders. And this year, we've gone to 3 different tournaments. We had 24 teams at Point Pleasant in the Jason Eads Memorial Tournament. We won that one, Jeff. First time we've ever done that in school history. So we're excited. We're on the map now. Then we also went and had our Greenbrier Duels Tournament. We won all those matches there. We did a tremendous job. And the most exciting thing was this year was the first annual AAA Region 3 Dual Meet Championships. A lot of other states have dual meet state championships, so we're implementing it in our region first and hope it catches on at the state. All 4 coaches, we've had the 4 returning best teams, George Washington, Riverside, St. Albans, and ourselves from last year, and they all loved the format, worked out well, and just coincidentally, we happened to win that tournament here at our house, too, in front of a good crowd, Jeff.
What tournaments and duels do you guys have coming up?
Well, we're lucky enough we can go over tomorrow, over Christmas break. We like to go to the Greenbrier West, and I should call it the Lindsey Raines Memorial Tournament. The dead man, is, from what Jeremy Tinchers told me, is genuine. He's just a beyond loyal Greenbrier County person.
Talking about Paul Raines.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. That is exactly right. And for them to tribute this tournament is just a blessing for the county, because there's nothing but great things we hear about it. So we're going to the Lindsey Raines Tournament. And it's nice because we can stay in our area. We have fans that can go over and watch it. The kids get a chance to stick around here over Christmas and New Year's. So it's a big plus. And there's going to be, I think, 10 teams there tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting.
Seems like you've had some pretty good crowds at your home events, and the community's really getting behind this program.
Oh, we've been blessed. We're very, very blessed. I mean, at the Greenbrier Duels, we had a tremendous crowd, and then they followed up by coming out last Friday for the regional duels. So, again, we've done it from within. We take care of the kids. They work hard. The family support behind doing all the scenes. You know how it works, Jeff. You got to have that support staff. We had people running concessions. We had people getting T-shirts. We had awards. Just people behind the scenes that just want to make this program better for their children. And then what we do is we always say, we only have these kids for 4 years. We take care of them for 4 years. They'll take care of the program the rest of their life. So we've been blessed, yeah, and the community is coming behind. I'm getting phone calls from alumni that I'm not even aware of, but all of a sudden they're jumping on and things are clicking.
Well, Millick, thanks for stopping by. Congratulations on last year's success. congratulations on the success your program has had so far this year. And I sincerely mean this when I say, thank you as someone who, is from Ohio, it's moved into our community, and you've really embraced this community, and you've not tried to come in and say, this is what you guys are doing wrong.
No,
you've embraced and become a member of this community, and you've done great things with this wrestling program and this school, and I'm proud to call you a friend of mine.
Oh, you're a great friend of mine too, Jeff, and thank you for the kind words. And the people out here, there's greatness all around us. I say that. I mean, the Greenbrier County is beautiful.
Stop by anytime.
Right on, buddy.
All right, thank you. That is Greenbrier East wrestling coach Brian Millick. So follow that wrestling program and the great job that they've been doing and continue to do as they're trying to get all 15 qualified for the state tournament.
Fritz's Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, has always been known for its quick and friendly service with the best prices. We fill hundreds of prescriptions every day. Our stores may seem busy at times, but we always have time for you, our loyal customers. There's a lot going on at Fritz's Pharmacy in addition to filling prescriptions. Our autofill robot allows us more time to talk to you, answer your phone calls, and help assure you're comfortable with your medications. We know you sometimes visit multiple doctors. If they each prescribe different medications, you need someone who can trust to look after your safety and well-being. Fritz's Pharmacy provides personalized medication packaging. Do you take medication several times daily? Do you take different medications and doses during the day and find it difficult to keep track if you took your doses or if you took it at all? We can help. Ask for details next time you're in our store. We provide certified fittings for customized diabetic shoes, support stockings and hosiery at no extra charge. Fritz's Pharmacy provides a personalized compounding service. Some prescriptions require special doses or special formulations. We also provide compounding prescriptions for your pet. Fritz's Pharmacy accepts most insurances and Medicare Part D plans. And when it's time to change your Medicare Part D plan each year, we have someone to help you decide which plan is best for you. Fritz's Pharmacy also carries a full line of over-the-counter items, a wide variety of vitamins, braces and supports, cough and cold remedies, and amino act. We're in Lewisburg, Raynell, Alderson, and Ronsburg. We want to be your pharmacy, and that's a day in the life of Fritz's Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Back inside the Greenbrier East Spartan Gym in Fairleigh, Casey's got a quick look at our first half numbers.
Scoring first for Scott. Kuhn with 4, Hamilton 7, Bell 10, Dingus 2, Moore 10, and Atkins 2. Shooting for Scott, they were 9 of 18. Only shot 18 shots the first half, Jeff. 9 of 18 from the field, 50%, 3 of 9, 33% from 3. Here's the thing, 12 of 17 from the foul line. Greenbrier East did not even attempt a free throw. Scott was 12 of 17. Shooting for the Spartans, they were 7 of 35 overall from the field, 20%, 3 of 16 from 3, 19%. Only 2 scores for the Spartans so far. Lemons with 7, Beswick with 10. They got to find some guys to help score, or we'll be playing tomorrow afternoon about 1:30.
The winner of this game will play University tomorrow night at 5:30. The loser will play the Wayne Pioneers at 1:30 tomorrow. Up the floor with it comes East. Defensively, Scott with possession and working around the right side to Hamilton. Hamilton drives, ball knocked away in the lane. There's a steal. It's got to start somewhere. Jeter gives it over to Coles. Coles in the front court, gives it over to Lemons, down on the left side, over to Beswick. Out top to Lemons. He'll go right side for Logan Taylor. This is a different lineup what they started, and down low, here's Zion Jeter. Casey, only 2 Spartans scored in the first half. That was Lemons and Beswick, and they need more, and Jeter gives them a couple right there.
Yeah, they're going to come back in this game and find a way to win it. They got to have more scoring distribution than what they have. Now we're going to have a foul on Beswick, and that's going to be his second. Team foul number 1 to start the second half. Coach Cole's upset with the call, but looked like a pretty good call. A lot of contact there with Beswick.
35-19, Scott with the lead by 16 in a basketball. They'll work it down here on the baseline, dump it inside, shot put up underneath, and that's in for Jonathan Hamilton, 37-19.
Scott, every time East has done anything offensively, Scott's been able to answer right back. We'll see it again that time.
Coles sends a pass over to Beswick, drives the baseline, goes behind the back, goes over in the corner now to Coles. Out top, here's a Taylor 3, it's good. Logan Taylor, left side 3, makes it 37-22. The lead cut down to 15. Skyhawks back up the floor. Colmore in the corner left side for Hamilton. A three, and he hit it. Jonathan Hamilton makes it 40-22. You're right, every time Spartans start to make a little dent, Scott will answer. Here's Taylor to the foul lane. Lemons dumps it inside to Jeter. He'll turn, shoot, score, and a foul. Spartans will have their first foul shot of the game.
That foul will go on Hunter Atkins for Scott. That'll be his second foul, number 1 of the second half. I don't know if people can hear over our crowd. Like Coach Cole's yelling for somebody to go to the high post, get in the middle against his zone. He finally got Lemons there. Lemons able to find Jeter down low for the basket.
Shot no good on the free throw. Rebound to Scott. East down by 16. Up the floor, they'll give it over to Hunter Atkins. Back on the left side to Hamilton. Here's Hamilton, a three from the corners, no good. Too strong. Rebound comes down to Bell. Bell on the right side goes between his legs, and he lost the ball. Here comes Lemons down the floor. Lemons, lead pass, threw it away. Tried to get it over to Beswick. Led him just a bit too long. Out of bounds. It'll be Scott basketball. Here's Kuhn in the front court. Pass on the left side to Hamilton. Back on the right side to Bell. On the wing, far side over to Cole Moore. Scott, backdoor layup shot rejected by Jeter. Jeter knocked it almost out of bounds. He did knock it out of bounds. From right out of the basket to the left corner of the gym at the end of the Scott bench. Jeter with a rejection to remember. 16-point Scott lead. Here's a three ball put up and in by Cole Moore. 43-24, the lead now at 19. Here's Taylor for three, left side. That one's off the side of the rim. Rebound comes out to Coles. He'll penetrate, put it up. Blocking foul called on Scott. Bailey Coles should shoot two.
No, he made the basket. See if they count it.
He did?
He made the basket. And that foul will go on Jagger Bell. That'll be his second, team number 2. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, Jeff. He just kind of threw it up and it rolled around and fell in.
43-26. And Coles converts the three-point play for his first ever varsity points at Greenbrier East. 43-27.
Now we see Greenbrier East with some full court pressure. They struggled with this a little bit defensively in the first half.
Into the front court, they'll work it down inside. Dunk missed by Atkins. Rebound to Scott, now lose it out of bounds. It'll be Spartan basketball. .43-27 to score. Spartans down by 16 with the basketball. Lemons gives it back to Taylor in the front court to Coles. Works it in the paint. Here's Beswick. He'll put it up. Score! Coles with the assist. Beswick's with a dozen points now. 43-29. The lead down to 14. Scott throws it away nearly and control near by the Skyhawks. Kuhn. 4:20 to go in the third. Here's a Jeter steal. Jeter drives, puts it up, scores. Jeter with 6 in the quarter. 43-31. Here come the Spartans down by 12. Up the floor come the Skyhawks. Bell will drive, shoots, no basket. Floor foul called on East.
And I think that's going on Jeter.
That'll be his third.
Team foul number 2 the second half. Really surprised, Jeff, that wasn't a continuation.
The lead down to 12 points. It had been 19 just a moment ago. Scott threw it away. It goes off the foot of Scott Atkins and out of bounds. Greenbrier East basketball. Timeout Scott with 4 minutes to go in the third. The Spartans have cut it down to 12. 43-31. You're listening to Spartan basketball on Oldies 93. All right, full timeout. Give me a 60. trailed by 19 points just a few moments ago when it was 43-24. East has gone on a 7-0 run, Casey, over the last minute and 10 seconds. They trail by 12 with the basketball.
And you got to wonder, Jeff, if that missed dunk by Atkins wasn't a momentum changer.
Coles on the baseline, knocks it in. And it's down to 10, 43-33. And the Spartans pick up the defensive pressure. In the backcourt, here's Moore. Double team, needs help, can't find it. He double dribbles, 10-second call. Spartan basketball.
6 turnovers already here in this quarter for Scott.
East basketball, it's Taylor to inbound from the side court by the student section. He'll get it into Coles. Also Beswick, Lemons, and Godfrey on the floor for East. Here's Beswick, up top to Coles, works it to the left wing, sends it to corner to Lemons, down low, here's Rosdell, post up, puts it up, score and a foul! Beswick feeds it inside, and Godfrey scores for the Spartans. They'll count the basket, a chance for the three-point play.
And that foul go on Moore for Scott. That'll be his first, team third.
The lead down to 8. Godfrey, free throw. No good. Rebound to Scott, but the lead down to 8. It's 43-35 with 3:20 to play in the third quarter.
Last time it's been single digits since 4:35 mark of the second quarter. Been a while.
Scott works it down. Beswick with a steal. Stolen back by Scott. They'll give it off in the corner. A 3 by Hamilton. No good. Rebound for Taylor. Here come the Spartans back up the floor, down by 8. Godfrey works it out. Here's a Lemons 3. Yes! Lemons with a 3 on the right wing. It's down to 5. 43-38. A 19-point lead's been cut down to 5. Scott with it. Here's Bell. Drives in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound Godfrey. Gives it over to Lemons. Back up the floor comes East. Taylor with it on the left wing. Sends it out front to Coles. Right side to Lemons. In the corner of Beswick. 3 up. No. Rebound Beswick. Sends a pass to Coles. Drives down the lane. They'll call him for a walk. Bailey's got to put it down on the floor before he takes off going down the lane like that.
Yep, as a Steelers fan, you could probably appreciate that. That was a football move he made.
That was. .220 left in the third. 43-38. Spartans have climbed back from 19 points down to cut it down inside of single digits. Here's Atkins, goes out top to Kuhn, sends it over to the right side. A 3 ball put up in the corner by Moore is no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Scott basketball. Two minutes, 3 seconds left in the third. Inbound for Hamilton, stolen away. Here comes Beswick on a breakaway. He'll drive, put it up, and they should call an intentional foul. Beswick had a clean lane to the basket, and he was fouled by Scott's Kuhn. That is an intentional foul. 2 shots in the basketball with 1:58 to go in the third quarter.
That'll be Kuhn's first, team fourth.
Beswick will shoot 2. And the first one is up and in. 43-39. Second one, good. 43-40, now the Spartans will have the basketball. At 5:10 of the third, it was a 19-point lead. At 43-24, the Spartans have scored 16 in a row. They can tie on this possession. Here's a Lemons 3 for the tie. Shot no good. Rebound hits off the top of the backboard. It'll be Scott basketball. Now a sub in. Jagger Bell will check in for Jonathan Hamilton. Spartans with some full court man defense. Miller In the backcourt, over to Cole Moore. Bounce pass into the front side for Moore. He'll give it out front to Kuhn. 1:35 left in this third quarter. Spartans down by 3 points. They're on a 16-0 run. Now a steal. Beswick picked it. Coles drives and scores. Bailey Coles with 7 points. It's a 1-point lead. Spartans on an 18-0 run. And we got a foul called on Coles.
That'll be his third, team number 3 the second half. Now Devin Persinger will check in for the Spartans. I think Coles will be coming out here with 3 fouls.
Hunter Baker will check in too.
Baker will get Coles. Persinger will get Lemons.
Minute 20 left in the third quarter. Spartans down by a point. Here's Kuhn in the front court. Gives it off over to Bell. Goes out front now for Adkins. Adkins will drive in, and they're going to call a foul on East.
Godfrey with the shoulder. That'll be Rozelle's first, team 4th.
They called that on Beswick?
No, it was on 3.
Who's the foul on?
Godfrey? Yeah, Godfrey got him with a shoulder in the mouth.
Okay,
Adkins.
All right, free throw missed by Adkins. Second one is up. Got that one down.
Jeff, that's the first point they've scored since Adkins missed that dunk. It kind of just, he missed the dunk. It was they were at 43 when he missed the dunk on the press, and they haven't done anything since then.
That breaks an 18-0 run. Spartans can tie or take the lead on this possession. They trail by 2 with under a minute to go in the third. They throw it away. Taylor tried to get it up front to Persinger, and the Spartans throw it away.
He threw it where he thought Persinger was going to be, not where he was. He threw that before he ever looked.
Inbound comes in for the Scott Skyhawks. They'll drive inside, put it up, shot is good. That is Hunter Adkins. 46-42, 4-point lead, 40 seconds left in the third. Ball knocked out of bounds, it'll be East basketball. Lineup for East, it's Baker, Godfrey, Persinger, Taylor, and Penn. Inbound comes out top to Persinger. Puts it down on the floor. Looks out front for Penn. Bounce pass, left wing to Baker. Left low, and he'll fire a 3 for the lead. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Scott. Godfrey takes it back, lays it uphill. Call him for a travel. Scott basketball with a 4-point lead. 46-42, down to 20 seconds left in this third quarter. Scott with it. Cole Moore goes on the left wing, over to Hamilton. Out top to Wheatley, who's checked in. Now to Moore again, down to 5 seconds. Scott trying to run the clock out and get a shot at the end. Here's Miller, a 3 at the buzzer, no good. After 3, the lead has been cut down to 4. It's Scott 46, Greenbrier East 42.
For 70 years, S.J. Needhawk Lumber has provided products for your home from foundation to finish. S.J. Needhawk has most everything you need for your home and land. Roofing and insulation, windows, doors and floors. Picking that perfect paint or redesigning your new bath or kitchen. S.J. Needhawk also has products for the farm, from feed products to gates and fencing, building projects or DIY jobs. For 3 generations, S.J. Needhawk Lumber is your home solution.
Greenbrier East outscores Scott 25-11 in that third quarter, and they trail now by 4. Casey was a 19-point lead at 43-24. Then the Spartans go on an 18-0 run.
When I'm looking at my stats, Greenbrier East did not miss a two-point shot that quarter.
Lemons for a 3, it's no good. Rebound comes down to Scott. Here come the Skyhawks with a 4-point lead. The ball is going to be loose in the lane. They'll throw it out front to Kuhn. Kuhn up top. Gives it over to Cole Moore, and he traveled with it. Goes back over now to East. 7:37 to go.
Jeff, that's now 20 turnovers for Scott. Greenbrier East with 13 through 3 quarters. 20 turnovers. Have to keep an eye on that. One of the reasons why East was able to get back in, forced 9 turnovers in the third quarter versus Scott. And also, like I said, they didn't miss a 2-point shot. Keep shooting 2s.
Here's Tyler Young. He'll drive. They're going to call a block foul on the floor against the Skyhawks. That'll go on Jagger Bell.
That'll be his 3rd, team foul number 5.
So Lemons will inbound with his team down by 4. Gets it into Beswick. Over to Coles. Coles drives the corner. Gives it over to Tyler Young. And they lost it out of bounds somehow over there. Is there a little miscommunication between Young and Lemons?
Young was in the wrong spot. I can tell you what the miscommunication was. He was in the way.
Into the front court now comes Hunter Adkins. Scott by 4. Adkins will drive. Shot no good. Rebound to Lemons. Spartans looking for a little home magic here. Down the floor. Beswick lays it up and in. The assist from Lemons. Beswick with 16 points. It's 46-44. A minute gone by in this 4th quarter. Here's Bell with it. Gives it out front to Hamilton. Hamilton penetrates. Works between the circles. Gives it over on the right side to Kuhn. A corner 3 ball put up and in by Scott's Cole Moore. He's got 16 points, and it's 49-44. A 5-point lead with 6:40 to play. Up the floor comes Coles with it. Spins, goes by a Scott defender, drives the baseline and scores! That looks familiar. 49-46. 3-point lead for Scott, and a Beswick reach-in is his 3rd.
Team foul number 5. Beswick doesn't like the call, but he had a lot of arm on that. I don't know why he would disagree with the official on that call.
Gotta get the corner.
6:15 to play. Scott with the ball and a 3-point lead. Here's Moore. They'll work it inside. Ball knocked out of bounds by Tyler Young. It'll be Scott basketball. Skyhawks get it in the corner. Here's Kuhn, open 3. Too long. Rebound comes down to Scott. They'll pull it in here for Hamilton. He'll dump it off down underneath to Moore. Back in the left corner, 3 ball by Moore's up too long. Rebound stolen by Scott. They'll put up shot, no good. Oh, got a foul called on East.
I think it's on Jeter. Or did they call it on
Young?
The Young instead. Both guys were swatting it. That'll be Young's 2nd. Be 2 shots here for Jagger Bell. He's got 10 points. He's 3 or 4 at the foul line. Was there 4 second chance shots that time for Scott? Just controlled the boards.
Free throw missed by Jagger Bell. All right, Young will come out. Penn will check in. 5:54 to go. Scott will bring Isaac Miller in. And the 2nd free throw is good. So Bell makes 1 out of 2. Gives his team a 4.2 possession lead. And then we're starting to get to that stage of the game where you're counting possessions. Back we go the other way. Here's Jeter. He'll drive in smoothly and lay it off the glass and score. Jeter's got 8.5. Get a timeout called by East. 5:40 to go. It's Scott 50, East 48.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
It's a 2-point game with 5:40 to go. Greenbrier East trailing Scott 50-48. It'll be Skyhawks basketball. And the Hawks will inbound here from the deep corner end as Kuhn will get it in. They'll work it around to the right side of the Floor, and a ball knocked away. Persinger with a steal, but taken back by Scott. Tipped away by Jeter. Controlled by the Skyhawks. Ball loose in the left corner, down by the Scott bench. Foul called. Who are they going to call it on? I don't know who the foul's on. We don't know yet. Here comes Timmy Justice. It'll call it on Persinger.
That'll be his first, team 7th. Should be a 1-and-1 here. So that will send Isaac Miller to the line. He's yet to score this evening. Have a 1-on-1 situation here for Scott. Barbara Morgan waving her flag back, her pom-pom back there. And it worked. Missed shot, rebound comes down to Jeter. Gives it off now to Coles. Spartans can tie or take the lead, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Scott's Hunter Adkins. 5:15 to play. East down by 2, 50 to 48. Well, I was going to ask Jeff, was the last lead for East 2-0? Have they led since 2-0?
No. And that was on a Corey Beswick shot to open up the scoring. 5:15 to go. Here's Beswick out front. Gives it over to Jeter. Works the right baseline. Feeds it off into Lemons. Ball loose in the lane. Stolen by Scott. Isaac Miller. Bounce pass up the floor. Down the right side for Moore. 5 minutes left. Falls in the backcourt to B. It's tipped by Coles. Spartans could add a turnover down low. Miller puts it up and in. Isaac Miller makes it 52-48.
Every bounce so far in this game, Jeff, has gone Scott's way.
Down to 4:40 to play. Spartans down 4. Here's Coles, left wing. Let's go on a 3. Shot no good. Rebound down to Hamilton. Foul called on East.
That's Lemons. That's 2. Sorry, that's Jeter. That's his 4th. I was going to say Lemons would be 4th. But we'll go to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1. It will send Jonathan Hamilton's line for a 1-and-1. He's got 12 points. He's 2 of 4 from the foul line.
His Skyhawks lead it by 4, 52-48. Taylor set to check in. Free throw up, no good. Rebound to Jeter. Scott certainly helping us a little bit with these free throws in the 4th quarter. Here's Coles, out top to Lemons. Lemons over to Beswick, in the corner to Penn, down on the right block for Lemons. They throw it away again. Give it off to Miller. Lead pass down the floor, taken back by Penn. Here comes Penn down the floor. Gives it over to Lemons on the right wing. Out top, Spartans will set it up. Coles drives over, gives it over to Beswick, stepped out of bounds. The unforced error gives it back to the Skyhawks with inside of 4:20 to go in the game. Jeter out, Taylor in.
Jeter's done really well, Jeff, playing that baseline offense with his athleticism. When he's got the ball down low, we've seen him score 8 points here in this quarter. In the second half, he's just been able to blow by any defender for Scott. Just got to get the ball to him in a position where he can make a play.
Skyhawks they'll inbound. Work down the right side, underneath for Bell. Shot put up and in, down low for Hunter Adkins. 54-48, the lead back to 6. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Clay Jackson out front, gives it over to Beswick. Corner, Coles, 3, yes! Bailey Coles with 12 and a half, 54-51. Down to 3:30 to go. The lead cut down to 3. Here's Hamilton in the corner for 3 for Scott, and it's good. Cole Moore with 19 points, 57-51. 3:20 to play. Back on the right side, a 3-ball by Lemons is good. Lemons with 13, 57-54. Back come the Skyhawks with a 3-point lead. Now score again. Here's Bell. Whistle blown. Timeout, Scott. 30-second timeout. Scott 59, East 54. This
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
just inside of 3 minutes to go. Scott leads by 5. 59-54. Spartans have cut it down to 2 at 50-48. But their largest deficit was 19 points. That was 43-24 with 5:10 to go in the third. East with the ball, down 5.
Now we see Scott going to go a little man-to-man, Jeff. Haven't seen much of this.
Beswick up top to Coles. Sends it to Jackson on the foul line. Back out to a Beswick 3. Shot good! Beswick with 19. 59-57. It's a 2-point lead again with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Here's Cole Moore. Lost it, hit off his head, out of bounds. Spartan basketball with 2:25 to play. East down by 2. Here comes Bailey Coles into the front court. Gives it over to Lemons. Spartans can tie or take the lead on this possession. In the corner, Lemons feeds it in. Jeter puts it up, draws the foul with 2:14 to go. It'll be a 2-shot foul for Zion Jeter.
That foul will go on Cole Moore, his second, team foul number 6. I told you, Jeff, when they get the ball to Jeter down low, he's just, with his quickness and athleticism, Scott, even though they're taller, can't match up with him athletically.
Jeter at the line. First one, good. It's a 1-point game. 59-58. The closest the game has been since it was 3-2. Scott with 6:30 to go in the first quarter.
Jeter makes this. He'll be the 4th Spartan in double figures. Wouldn't have thought that when we only had 2 players score in the first half.
Jeter for the tie. No. Rebound to Beswick. And the Spartans can take the lead here. 2:10 to go. They'll get it out, and a foul called on Scott. They'll give it on Hamilton.
That'll be his second, team 7th. So
1-1.
Corey Beswick. Beswick with 19 this evening. 2 of 2 from the foul line.
Line to the right. Spartans down 1. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Scott. Scott with a 1-point lead. Mark it, 2 minutes to go. Scott throws it away, but it was tipped by Jeter. It's out of bounds to the Skyhawks. With exactly 2 minutes left. They'll get it in here to Kuhn. Draws a double team out front. Kuhn, triple team now. Needs help. Can't find it. No 5 seconds. They dump it inside. Layup good. Atkins scored. How's that not a 5 seconds? 61-58. 3-point lead, and Bimbo wants a timeout. 1:44 to go. Minute and 44 to go. Scott leads at 61-58 here over Greenbrier East. It'll be the Spartans with possession, inbounding from the side court. Coles inbounds from the side court. Gets it in here to Lemons. Now to Beswick. 1:40 to play. Spartans down 3. Here's Lemons for 3. A shot no good. Gets his rebound. Feeds it to Beswick. Right wing. Stands inside. Long 2. Good. Beswick cuts it down to 1. He's got 21 points at 61-60. Minute and 25 to play. Back we go the other way with it. Scott with a 1-point lead. Here's Kuhn out top. Guarded by Clay Jackson. Right side pass to Hamilton. Over to Bell. Jumps it down the lane. Stolen away. Here comes Lemon. Lead pass. Jeter drives. Shoots. No good. Rebound Scott. A minute to go, and they throw it away. Scott throws it away. It'll be Spartan basketball with 59.4 to go.
Got to wonder how much clock East will run, Jeff, where they attack the basket.
Here's Beswick. Spartans down one. Beswick drives. What a move! Shot no good. Gets his rebound. Puts it up. Scores! Spartans lead with 45 seconds to go. 62-61. Beswick with 23. Down to 35 seconds. Timeout, Scott. Spartans want a travel call against Scott. They don't get it, but Scott gets the timeout. 33 seconds to play. It's a full timeout. East by 1, 62-61. Got basketball with 33.2 to go. East leads it for the first time since it was 2-0. 62-61. Scott down by a point with the basketball. They'll get it in here to Jonathan Hamilton. 30 seconds to go. Spartans got to play some defense. Here's Bell, drives the lane, shot rejected, and a foul called on East. Jeter went up and blocked the shot. They're going to call a foul on him, and he's going to foul out of the game with 25 seconds to go. Zion Jeter will foul out with 9 points, all coming in the second half.
And Jeter's really been the difference in this game, Jeff, even being close. His play offensively for East on the baseline. Man, that looked awful clean. I thought there might have been a foul on somebody else. Jeter looked like he flew in over the top and blocked that. Thought maybe somebody else undercut Bell.
Jagger Bell missed the free throw. The lead still at 1 with 25 seconds to go. Barbara Morgan's got that little pom-pom going there about 3 rows up. Second one shot is good for Bell. We're tied, and the Spartans will have it. A timeout now with 25 seconds to go. 62 all. 25 seconds to go. We're tied at 62. The Spartans will have possession, Casey, and they can hold for the final shot. It's going to be Lemons, Taylor, Jackson, Beswick, and Coles. You've got 5 shooters on the floor. You've got 5 ball handlers on the floor.
Keep in mind, any foul by either team, the other team will be shooting free throws, both in the bonus.
Here's Coles. Gives it over to Taylor. Into the front court now with 20 seconds to go. Beswick holds it with 15. Gives it over to Coles now. Out top to Beswick with 10. Here come the Spartans. Taylor sets a screen. Beswick works the right side in the corner. Here's Lemons for the win. Yes! Lemons hit it with 3 seconds to go.
Timeout, Scott.
Scott with a timeout with 3 seconds left. Lemons hits the 3 from the right corner. 65-62 with 3 seconds left.
I think they're going to put more time back on the clock also.
Lemons in the corner, drains the 3. He's got 16 points.
4.5 going on the clock.
(65-62).
And what an outstanding execution running that clock down. A good play call by Coach Cole. Good execution by the players.
4.5 seconds to go. Timeout situation, Casey.
Neither team has, or excuse me, Greenbrier East has one. That's the last one for Scott.
65-62. Lemons in the corner. Drills the 3 on a beautiful play that was set up. There were 25 seconds left in the game in regulation. Spartans with the ball. They work it around. And Beswick drives in, kicks it off in the corner. Lemons wide open, and he drills it with 4.5 to go.
And that's a lot of confidence in Lemons to make that shot, Jeff, because Beswick had a really good look from about 8 feet away and decided to kick it out. If you're East, Jeff, just stand along the 3-point line. Let those guys go in and shoot a 2-point. The clock will run out. Don't foul in this situation and guard the 3-point line. Just have 5 guys standing around the line. Leave the lane wide open. Godfrey's in there to kind of swat anything, but or you come up and you foul quick. You want to do that before they get a 3 off.
Scott will inbound. They send it in here for Moore. Moore with 2 seconds. Here's a three-pointer to tie. It's up. No good! The Spartans come back from 19 down to beat Scott 65-62. Greenbrier East goes to the championship game Saturday night against the University Hawks from Morgantown. 65-62 the final score as Lemons hits a three with 4.5 seconds to play, and that puts Greenbrier East in a championship game on Saturday night here in Fairleigh. Spartans win, and Bimbo Coles picks up his first win as Greenbrier East head basketball coach.